Hello, everyone on YouTube. This is the Baked Potato here. Got some crypto news for you guys. I don't know if you've been seeing what I've been seeing, but prices, they are going up and up and up like crazy. And there's been some people getting hurt. We've got another DeFi hack here. I've got up on my screen DeFi protocols cream finance. Alpha exploited, $37 million lost. Prime suspect ID'd. And Alpha Finance says the loophole has been patched. Decentralized finance protocols, Cream Finance and Alpha Finance, were victims of an exploit Saturday morning, resulting in a loss of funds totaling $37.5 million according to transaction details on Etherscan. And they just tweeted, "We are aware of a potential exploit and are looking into this. Thank you for your support as we investigate." 2 hours later, Cream said its contracts were functioning as normal and markets had been enabled. Cream contracts and markets were investigated and found to be functioning as normal. Markets have been re-enabled across both V1 and V2. Alpha Finance then posted its own announcement, saying its Alpha Homora V2 product as the root cause. They confirmed that they're working with DeFi guru Andre Cronje and Cream Finance to investigate the incident and that the loophole had been fixed. They also said that they have a prime suspect in mind. "Dear Alpha community, we've been notified of an exploit on Alpha Homora V2. We're now working with Andre Cronje Tech and Cream.Finance together on this. The loophole has been patched. We're in the process of investigating the stolen fund and have a prime suspect ready." So looks like they're going to catch the guy and they're going to find the money back and hopefully they can return that money to their users. But man, oh man, DeFi, it is a minefield. But I'll tell you what, Ethereum has proven itself that it will be the center of DeFi. So no matter what fails, no matter what succeeds, if you are an Ethereum, you will capture that economic input that goes into it. With Ethereum, you have this supply constraint where people are going to be staking Ethereum, 32 minimum. Right now, Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract tops $5.5 billion in staked Ether. The amount deposited represents 2.67% of Ethereum's total supply. And this is a trend you will see more and more coming up. As people lock up more Ethereum, there will be less supply for people to buy. So as demand goes up, price can only move up. We're also seeing that with Bitcoin, but I believe it will be even bigger on Ethereum. Bitcoin right now has proven to itself, has proven to the markets that it will be digital gold. And digital gold, I mean, what's the potential there? Because at some point, the prices will stop going up. At some point, the prices will crash. At some point, then in the future, this just keeps happening in cycles. Bitcoin will shoot up again. So if it's out to replace gold, what price will it land on? My guess is somewhere around $400,000. JP Morgan actually agrees with me, sort of. I mean, it's close enough. They shared with their clients on December 21st, 2020, that Bitcoin's going to $650,000. Sounds kind of like a different narrative than what Jamie Dimon told us in 2017. He said he would fire any employees who trade in Bitcoin, that it was just, I'm paraphrasing here, it was absolute garbage. It's tulip bubbles, right? Whereas we all know with a tulip bubble that you're trading something that will eventually just collapse to zero. It's this mania that happens over a short time. It's a pump and dump type mentality. It's a pump and dump type thing. where the value goes crazy high, it drops down to almost nearly zero, right? Bitcoin keeps making higher lows. Bitcoin keeps making higher highs. We actually have a trend. We have boom and bust cycles. This is not tulip mania. Now, sure, the price can go too high at the certain point in time its trend is. It's not crashing to zero, though. And we're seeing that with Ethereum. We have both of these being product market fit, where Ethereum is really securing its place in decentralized finance because Bitcoin's not enough, okay? Gold is not enough for a functioning economy. You got to be able to do the services that the banks provide. So, buying and holding, that's that's actually better than payments when it comes to adoption because when you buy and hold, you're not selling, you're not pushing market price down. But you need other things. People want yield. People want this time value of money to be appreciated. There needs to be applications where you can lend out your money, where you can lock up your funds and get interest. And Ethereum makes that possible. Bitcoin doesn't. If I hold my Bitcoin, there is no way that I can make more Bitcoin on the blockchain. I have to go to a central entity where there's counterparty risk. They'll hold my Bitcoin and I wait, and then they'll pay me interest. But what happens if that central entity decides that they don't like me anymore? What happens if that centralized entity saw that I privatize my coins at some point by using Tornado.cash? That's what Celsius is doing. Yeah, the CEO of Celsius. He said on an interview, hey, if your funds have touched Tornado.cash and you made your Ethereum private, they don't want your coins. They'll reject you. That doesn't sound like the future of finance. We all have a right to privacy. Just because you want your funds to be private, you don't want there to be a trail of where you spent your money and how much money you have. You don't want to make that public. You know, I don't want to share my phone number and private email with everyone. I don't want to share my address with everyone. Why should you have to dox yourself on the blockchain to make interest? I don't believe you should. Now, Tornado.cash isn't for everyone, but if you want to use it, you should be free to. You shouldn't have to be rejected to make yield on your money if you want to lock it up. And that's where Ethereum comes in. Ethereum makes that possible. But right now, DeFi protocol after DeFi protocol is getting exploited. So this is what people are looking at right now is mining and $5.5 billion in staked Ether. There's a lot of Ethereum being locked up to make money. Now, this is not passive income. You are setting up a validator node. Now, Rocket Pool might make this passive in the future, assuming that Rocket Pool is secure. I don't know if Rocket Pool will be secure. I'm not going to be one of the first to get into Rocket Pool. I'll tell you that. I'm just going to sit back and watch and see what happens. So the deposit contract for Ethereum 2.0 Beacon Chain, the epicenter of Ethereum's new architecture, now holds over 3 million Ethereum. Per data from Etherscan, there are some 3 million Ethereum locked in the contract. The contract launched at the beginning of November, and within 3 weeks, it had secured the necessary threshold of ETH to lock in the Beacon Chain's launch, which took place in the first week of December. I don't know about you, but 32 Ethereum to lock up is a lot to ask for. It's one thing to do the work to set up the validator node, to have a computer running. You have your computer running, right? It's got to be connected to the internet. You can't have power outages. You can't disconnect from the internet. You will be hit with a penalty. And you have to have it locked up for a certain amount of time. So there are other staking opportunities. I mean, Chainlink looks like it's going to be a popular one. Right now, trading at $30.26 as I speak today. With Chainlink, you can run an Oracle and you stake collateral, And as long as your oracle that you set up sends out correct information, then you get paid. But these staking contracts, they do require work. They are like a job. They're an alternative to a job, that's for sure, but it's not passive. What people are really hungry for in DeFi is for something where you can lock up your funds easily and just wait and be paid for your time, not be paid for all this other stuff that you have to do. With mining, you also have that electrical input and you have the hardware that you need to buy, which for a lot of people, that's fine. They make that money back. They still make a profit. Ethereum's about $1,800 right now. There's a lot of profit to be made in mining. But again, it's like a job. So a lot of people see $5.5 billion sees this Ethereum 2.0 as the easiest way to make money in DeFi. I don't agree with that, but we will see. So there's a beacon chain right now. It'll dock the current mainnet onto 2.0 to ensure the network's complete migration. So it's a transition period. 2.0 will not happen overnight. That means we will be dealing with high gas fees, unfortunately. But hey, if you want to make more Ethereum, I got a trick for you. So assuming you're listening to this video, if you've heard of MetaMask, that's METAMASK. MetaMask. So this is the best Ethereum wallet. It is a plugin that goes into your browser. Now, I'm sure you've heard of the airdrops. There's been Uniswap. There's been 1inch. There's been, you use these platforms, right? And you get free tokens for using them. Now, nobody knows the details behind the next airdrop. I don't neither. But my guess is that MetaMask will have the next airdrop. And if you want to qualify for it, bare minimum, you'll need to have a MetaMask wallet. You should write down your seed words and then deposit some Ethereum onto your MetaMask, enough to pay gas fees to use the swap function in MetaMask. So on metamask.io, make sure you go to the correct MetaMask, because there are copycats that want to steal your money. So we're downloading it on Chrome, and install MetaMask for Chrome, and then add to Chrome, add extension, and then it's doing the checking process right now. So welcome to MetaMask. You just click Get Started. You'll want to create a wallet. Unless you already have a wallet, then you can import, but we're going to create one. So agree to their terms. You create a password for them. So I create a password. Now it says secret backup phrase. Click here to reveal the secret words. So if any of you guys want to steal my wallet, here's the words that just popped up. Sibling, coach, regular, morning, more, opinion, catalog, crucial, sample, ring, creek, good. So you write down those words and you make sure that you put them in a safe place. I would not recommend putting those words into your email. There have been public figures, and people get a hold of find a way into your email address. They could take those words and they could steal your money. So if these words are online, people can get your money. So it's best to write these words down. Store them in a safe place. And if you're really paranoid, you can delete your MetaMask completely off your computer, and then it's like you're having cold storage, and then just put them back in, reinstall MetaMask when you're ready to use your account, if you're worried and you have a large amount of funds on there. So Assuming that you've written those words down, what you'll basically do is, let me see here. It'll have a little test for you. So you have to put them in the correct order. So the first word was sibling. The next word was coach. So you'll click it. The next word was regular. The next word was morning. The next word was more. And then opinion. Now, if you're really advanced, you can try to memorize these words. And then they'll be stored, your funds will be stored in your brain. How cool is that? For people who are new to crypto, can you do that with your bank account? No, you cannot. Because someone else holds your funds for you. Crucial, that's the next word. And then sample. And then ring. And then creek. And then good. So I passed the test. Congratulations, you passed the test. Keep your seed phrase safe. It's your responsibility. And then tip on storing it safely. Save a backup in multiple places. Never share the phrase with anyone. Be careful of phishing. MetaMask will never spontaneously ask you for your seed phrase. So if you see any emails that say, oh, your account has issues, please log into your account so we can resolve these issues. That's what a phishing attempt would look like. It's called social engineering tricks. So that's what hackers like to do, is they like to trick you into pretending that there's some other entity and that you'll actually put in your passwords. So you got to watch out for those. If you need to back up your seed phrase again, you can find it in settings to security, and they show their email. And MetaMask cannot recover your seed phrase. So this is truly the equivalent in the physical world of like taking your money and burying it in your backyard. If you have a bar of gold and you bury it in your backyard, nobody's going to help you recover your gold. It's gone. It's that simple. So this is self-responsibility in the purest form in the digital world. So I click all done. And then it shows token swapping is here. You can now swap tokens directly in your MetaMask wallet. So this is key right here. If you participate in the MetaMask token swap, you are even more likely to get the airdrop. So if you don't do the MetaMask swap, you most likely won't get the airdrop. And I believe, I don't know for a fact, but my personal belief is that there will be an airdrop this year. MetaMask does collect their own fee. It is a larger fee with swapping than with Uniswap, but because they collect their own fee, it looks likely that they would create a token because they are the most effective and most popular Ethereum wallet. It just makes sense they would create a token and it would become very valuable. And you transfer that into Ethereum, you got more Ethereum. You trade that. Because, hey, airdrops, that's free money. Why not take it? Now, is it technically free? Well, remember, you will have to pay fees to do swapping. So it's really only free if you plan on getting the coins anyway. So if you plan to get coins anyway, you might as well use the MetaMask swap to qualify for the future airdrop. So as far as the Ethereum news, there's one more thing about Ethereum that I want you guys to keep in mind. So Elon Musk, everyone's heard by now, he put $1.5 billion into Bitcoin. And it's going to create this huge domino effect where CEO after CEO is going to be throwing money into Bitcoin. Well, I don't think it'll stop there because the opportunity on Bitcoin, it's fleeting day by day by day by day, day after day. The price just keeps going up on this. It's $47,000 now. Back at its all-time low at a penny, it's up 4.7 million x So you could have put $1 into Bitcoin back in what, 2009, and you'd have $4.7 million. There's going to be a point where the price opportunity is not there because it's competing against gold. When it consumes that market for digital gold, which it could become bigger than gold, but only so much. Because a competitor, it really needs to provide other things in order to give you that much more gains. So Bitcoin is limited to around the $400,000 to $600,000 price range. Now, could it go higher? Sure, but not much higher. The gains are almost done. They're pretty much done at that point. At a 10x, I mean 10x, that's good. I don't know the time frame it'll get to that range, but 10x is good. But there's more opportunity in Ethereum, way more opportunity. I believe Ethereum will do more than a 10x, looking at the trend it's doing now. I believe Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin, and that will make CEOs move to Ethereum next. Because as far as time tested goes, Ethereum is that next level technology. Finance is bigger than gold because people are hunting after yield. They want the best way to get yield. Ethereum is going to be that next coin that I believe Elon Musk will buy. And Elon Musk has tweeted about it. He literally just put the word Ethereum into Twitter and then had discussion with Vitalik on Twitter. This was a while ago, but this did happen. I don't see Elon Musk throwing 1.5 billion into Dogecoin, even though he talks about that. But I do see him throwing billions of dollars into Ethereum. I believe that will be the next trend. You'll have CEOs, once they've exhausted Bitcoin, they will move on to Ethereum. That will be the next one that they move to. So the opportunity is still there in Ethereum. So that's why I encourage you, hey, try to do that MetaMask swap, get those free tokens, and then once you get those free tokens, swap them for Ethereum. That is not financial advice, it's mathematical advice. Try to get free money and try to use it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time, well, if you are interested in DeFi, my personal favorite is Hex. You can go to hex.com to find out more if you want the easiest way to get yield. Till next time.